Look at that. The state of Connecticut making it harder and harder to get your permits and teach the class. Who would have thought? All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is breaking news, as it were. I know this is a video that's a little sooner than normal. Normally it's only once a week, but yesterday, SLFU put out a newsletter on their website. It's right on their homepage, specifically for the NRA instructors and everything that's going on with that. Now, let me give you a little backstory. For those of you who might not know, when HB 6667 passed, one of the parts of the law, one of the rule changes, were that all basic pistol safety courses, the course that you need to get a concealed carry permit in the state of Connecticut, were required to include a 1 hour legal brief. All right. Before we get too far into this breaking news, I just wanted to say, hey, the best way to support the channel is always like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, toggle that little bell so you always get updates when new videos are uploaded. Obviously, purchasing merch off the merch store, which the link is down below in the description. Get some cool swag. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we've got sweaters, all kinds of good stuff. New designs coming out constantly. Unfortunately, the St. Patrick's Day design has been shut off since it was limited time only. So if you didn't get one, you missed out. You'll have to wait till next year, next St. Patrick's Day, around end of February, beginning of March. It'll be reactivated. Always, you can do Patreon or locals or whatever. All right. Enough of that. Back to the video. If you had taken the class at Blue Trail Range, you know that was part of our curriculum when I was teaching there. Most other instructors that taught NRA classes didn't do that. All right. This is all about the NRA specifically because in the state of Connecticut, that was the gold standard. That was what everything was compared to. Now, you could be a USCCA instructor or a SAFE instructor, and there's a whole bunch of others out there, but the NRA was pretty much the main one. So when they changed the law and it was implemented and they had to have this legal brief, the curriculum, including the legal brief and everything, had to be resubmitted to SLFU for approval. USCCA jumped on it right away. They submitted an appendix, a legal brief, as an add-on to their main course. It was approved about a month ago, so that's accepted. But originally when it came out, there was total silence from the NRA, which, I mean, come on, big surprise there. They finally came out and they said,
how about no?
We are not updating anything. We are not going to comply. We are not revamping our curriculum for one individual state. So we were all under the assumption that the NRA instructor acceptance, the basic pistol safety course for the NRA, would just go away, right? The state's not going to accept it. There are departments that recently were pretty much denying people to apply for their permits if they had NRA safety certificates. Granted, it doesn't kick in until July 1st. But in order to kind of stave that off, some people were also teaching in tandem with it USCCA, so they'd get both certificates because the USCCA is accepted, has that legal brief in it. Again, it doesn't take effect till July 1st of this year. So we thought that was the end of it. And then this letter came out because, trust me, there are more NRA instructors teaching classes in this state than any other safety course. But let me read to you what SLFU released. They released this letter, which I didn't even know this came out. Nobody did this. My buddy Tom had linked to it and thanked somebody. So I pulled it down, I read it, and I sent it to a few other people that I know. And then I went to SLFU's website, and it's there on the homepage. But let me read what it says. The NRA Basics of Pistol Shooting, which includes live fire component, has previously been accepted instructional method to satisfy General Statute 29 through 28 when applying for a pistol permit. However, Public Act 23-53, which was effective on October 1st, 2023, has created new requirements for the training portion of the pistol permit application process and will affect anyone applying on or after July 1st, 2024. Public Act 2353 not only puts a 2-year expiration date on the training certificates, because technically the NRA certificates never expire, but in the state of Connecticut they will expire in 2 years. It also mandates instruction on state law requirements pertaining to 1. Safe storage in the home and in vehicles, because that's important. That's Ethan's law in the state of Connecticut. Number 2, lawful use of firearms. And number 3, lawfully carrying of the firearms in public. All right, because we all know that law changed also, where Connecticut used to be an either or state, and they've done away with the open carry, and now we are a concealed carry only. The NRA Basics of Pistol Shooting, which met the previous standard to obtain a pistol permit, will continue to be accepted after July 1st, 2024. However, in order to satisfy the Public Act 23-53, additional training will be required. To that end, DESP, SLFU, will provide a standardized lesson plan addressing the new mandated requirements, which will be taught in conjunction with the NRA Basics of Pistol Shooting course. Along with that plan, DESP will also provide an addendum, which must be signed by both the instructor and the student. Acknowledging that the additional training was taught, the addendum must accompany the applicant's NRA Basics of Pistol Shooting Certificate of Completion in their application to the local issuing authorities. That'd be your local PD. The local issuing authorities will be instructed not to accept an application without this signed addendum after July 1st, 2024. DESP will post a lesson plan as well as the addendum on our website as soon as they are completed. Who knows when that will be. We appreciate your patience and understanding as we navigate through these new mandates designed to make the citizens of Connecticut more cognizant of firearm laws and safe practices. Right? And again, this was released March 18th. So there you have it. They're going to accept NRA. You have to do an addendum. So if you're an instructor, you're going to have to pay attention. Make sure you check the website periodically to ensure that once this curriculum is released, you get your hands on it and you are adding it in to your already 8-hour-long course. You have the addendum for you to sign and for your students to sign. So basically we're adding more bureaucracy, more red tape. It's fantastic, typical Connecticut stuff. But like I was saying, for once, SLFU did something right. Okay. A lot of people were upset that are NRA instructors because if the state didn't accept it, they were forcing those instructors who may have been instructors for decades to now have to go spend more money to get certified in something like USCCA or SAFE or one of the other ones that are accepted. And there's a complete list of what SLFU will accept. There's a lot of them I've never heard of because they could be one-offs. So instead of being a national organization like the NRA or USCCA, it could be, Joe Blow off the street wrote curriculum. He submits the curriculum to SLFU. SLFU approves it, and that's the curriculum he teaches. It's possible. I mean, there's a spot on their website where you can submit your curriculum. That's it for this video. Just letting you guys know, if you're an instructor, hey, your NRA creds are still going to be good. You're just going to have to add on that legal portion, which DESP will provide to you, and then have your students and you sign the addendum. Originally, the way it was going to work was if Connecticut didn't do this, they would not accept NRA. Fine. So we'd all say teach USCCA. The problem was, same instructors sometimes will teach Massachusetts and Utah. Those two states in particular do not accept or recognize the USCCA certification for a safety course. They only accept the NRA, which means you'd have to teach the NRA class anyways, but Connecticut wouldn't accept it. So you're doing double the work. Now, thankfully, Connecticut will still accept it with those added provisions. So you'll be able to teach the Connecticut, the Utah, the Massachusetts, so on and so forth, and still stick to just one course. All right, so that is good news. When I have more information on this, I'll let you guys know. That's all I really have for you. All right, you guys enjoy your rest of the week. I'll talk to you guys later.